Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. First of all, if you can hear someone doing something, sawing, I don't know, I thought they were cutting the grass, but then I realised it's probably quite violent for grass cutting. Sorry, I don't really have another opportunity to get this video filmed. To this week I'm going to do the 25 week, what is it called? The 25 week bump update. I don't know why my brain just went blah. That's pregnancy for you, I guess. My brain doesn't work anymore. So yeah, I've got a couple of things to update on. I only did the update I did it last week, so I had loads to update on last week. This should hopefully be a bit less long-winded. How is the baby at 25 weeks? Let me just put up my, if you're interested in knowing, I have a whole thing of different baby apps. My favourite is Pregnancy Plus. It's cute because you get to see the baby and you get to like poke the baby and see what it would do in your stomach. So at week 25, on this pregnancy app, they do different sizes on different pregnancy apps, but on this one, because babies can start to vary quite like a lot more at this age, they give you like fruit by size like for 3 weeks. So between weeks 24 and 27, this baby's roughly the size of a papaya, so for the next couple of weeks she'll still be that. So, and that means she's between 34 and 37 centimetres and she's 660 to 1,000 grams. She's going to be a whole kilo. That's a whole bag of sugar. That's so like, I don't know, this whole pregnancy is just crazy to me. It's going so quickly. Like, we want to, I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but we're thinking of moving. So we haven't set anything up in this flat really for her at all, and I wouldn't have done it quite yet. I want to wait till like into the last 10 weeks. Haven't even thought about a bag yet to take into the hospital. I haven't done anything like that because it always feels too early, and you don't have the whole like, you don't want to jinx it sort of thing. So what's happening at 25 weeks? It says your baby, whilst listening to music, you might notice that she moves rhythmically in response to sounds. She weighs about 1.5 pounds right now, so that's about 750 grams give or take, as I say, throughout the weeks. The little brain is beginning a period of growth, and over 50% of your baby's energy will be used for this purpose. The lungs and developing air sacs and membrane, and the membrane that allows for the exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen is now thin enough to let her take a breath by the end of the week. That's so crazy. Even though her skin is loose and wrinkly at this point, it will fill with fat during the third trimester. Her eyes are completely developed and the brain is able to register various stimuli such as sound and light. So I was saying to my boyfriend, if you shone a light into there, she'd probably be a bit annoyed, and she'd probably like wince. How am I feeling this week? Or how me and baby feeling, I guess, all together. So the first thing that I had this week, which was the worst, was intense cramping in my calves, and the uncomfortable like tightness after getting that cramp has lasted all week. I got really bad cramp in my legs, and it woke me up. It was horrible, but you know, I don't know anyone who wakes up with cramp and goes, oh yeah, that was great, I really enjoyed that. So yeah, it was just intense, and then I felt like I couldn't walk afterwards, and I never suffered with cramp before. And I knew people talked about getting cramp through pregnancy, but it's horrible. The other thing is I can feel that my circulation isn't as good now. I keep getting like burny hand, like not burny hands really, but like uncomfortable hands because my circulation isn't as good. It used to be it wasn't that good before I got pregnant. Like, I'd always have cold or like that cold burning feeling extremities. So my hands and my feet, as I've started to get like a bit more swollen, they just are suffering a little bit, but it's nothing unbearable, it's just uncomfortable. Tiredness has been a thing this week. I think it's just I'm carrying a bit more weight, and like, so it's harder to carry the weight that there is there now, and yes, I just feel a bit heavier and I'm a bit more swollen, and it's been a bit warmer in England, so it's just been a little bit harder this week, so I've just been a bit more tired. And on the note of it being hot, because it's been a bit hotter, I felt it more in my, like where I've been a bit more swollen, I felt so much hotter, and just like, now I think I can understand a bit more why women don't want to be pregnant when it's midsummer, especially in England where we don't have aircon in our houses, so it's just like relying on a fan. And the flat that we're currently in now, which, as I say, hopefully we're moving from, it's ground floor, and the front of our house is south facing, so it's just like you cook all day in there. Luckily it means our bedroom stays a bit cooler, so at least when you go to bed there's a bit more cool, but it's not even been that hot and our house just cooks. So Yeah, and being ground floor, it's harder to keep your windows open all the time, so you don't get that airflow. My mood has been much better this week. I think much more stable. I had like a bit of a blip once, but in comparison to last week, I feel a lot more stable in my mood. And I think talking about the fact that I'm more hormonal is good for people, just to like pre-warn that I could be snappy because I'm hormonal. Actually kind of helps my mood. So yeah, it's been better. So that's kind of it for like my whinges in my body. With the baby, in terms of how she's feeling and all those things, she's got into a really a good routine. She's got into a routine, I suppose, more so, which a lot of people say will happen around this time, where I know that there's certain points in the day where she'll start kicking me and she'll wake up. Sometimes it's really inconvenient because she really does stick to a routine in there. So like, it's not like, oh well, we're off somewhere, so she'll just relax for a bit. Like if we're out somewhere and it's her time to be awake, she's rolling around and kicking around. So yeah, but it's so addictive just laying watching. And I noticed that she started to, like, if I press on my belly and she's awake, I can almost like play games with her now. So I'll like press on my tummy and then she'll kick me back, and it's just fun and it's addictive, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just so exciting. She's done some really, really big like movements and kicks in there recently as well, where you can really see it. Like I've been feeling it for a long time, really, for like 10 weeks, let's say. I've been feeling her move for like that long, like obviously little flutters to begin with, but like now it's like proper. Sometimes it's almost a bit uncomfortable. She hasn't reached rib stage yet, so that's good. But I know it's not that many weeks until she moves up that high, so I'm just treasuring these moments. She likes to kick the bladder. That's a really weird sensation. I think I said this last week. It's a weird sensation that I don't think you can't explain to people, and it's not painful yet. It's just uncomfortable. It's just weird, but she's got more growing to do yet, so there'll be more uncomfortable kicks, I think. So this week's been a good week. I really liked this week. 25 weeks is just crazy as well. Like, as I say, it's like we're nearly into double figures on like the countdown to meeting her. We're like at 102 days, I think. So I just so excited. But that's my update. Let me do a bump shot and then that'll be me done. I actually forgot something massive that happened this week. I've seen this on lots of like blogs and things that I've been reading and stuff, that leakage might become a thing in the nipples. It started happening. So basically, I've been having like look like little white crusty bits, TMI warning, for like a little while, and then all of a sudden the other night, I was just so uncomfortable that I needed to sort of like squeeze my boobs or something. I guess, I suppose, and like put pressure on bits because it just felt so uncomfortable. And in doing so, like on my right side in particular, out came a little like leakage. No, it didn't spray like that. It was just like, oh hey, these do work. So that was just weird but exciting because that's what they're there for, and it makes me feel glad that things are starting to, well, my body just seems to be hopefully doing what it should be doing, and it's just weird and cool. Now on to bump shot. Here is Bump in, isn't the best dress to show you this in, but here is Bump for 25 weeks. I haven't got a bra on, so sorry, it's not the most flattering look. But she's definitely there. Here she is from the front. Life hack for you ladies, by the way. If you get chafing, wear your boyfriend's boxers when you wear dresses. This is her from the front. Excuse my massive love handles. This is her from the front. And this is her from the side. Oopsie. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you guys are getting on with your pregnancy, or again, if you're just watching for fun, because I did that before as well. So let me know. Don't forget to leave this a big thumbs up and subscribe, and also put the little notification on, because otherwise you'll miss my videos. And I'll see you all in my next video on Sunday. Bye guys.